name is Officer Stacie Brown, and I have been a police officer for Arlington for 11 years. And out of those 11 years, 8 have been as a DWI officer. I used to be a teacher here in Arlington, but I had a tragic incident in my family where I lost my sister in a drunk driving crash, and that's what motivated me to become a police officer. My basic job is to work on the street from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. and I drive around Arlington looking for those hazardous drivers, those intoxicated, impaired drivers, and get them off the streets so the streets are safe for Arlington. Hello.
Hi.
Officer Brown, Arlington Police. The reason why I'm stopping you is for speeding.
Okay.
You know what the speed limit is on this street right here? After about the first year of being a police officer, I kind of noticed that the statistics of people in Arlington drinking and driving had not changed. So I came up with the idea of the best way to prevent DWI is through education. And I used to be a teacher, so I went back into the high schools with our future drivers, our high school students, and educate them about what impaired driving is, teach them what alcohol does to their system, how it impairs them, along with drugs, and try to prevent DWIs through that education. I'm out here in front of our newcomer school, which is the old Ferguson Junior High off Green Oaks, and we're here actually with Texas A&M with a DWI simulator car and also other activities that are going on to try to educate our students about impaired driving and distracted driving.
Our program through the AgriLife Extension Service is called Watch Your Back, or Watch Your BAC. We're funded by the Texas Department of Transportation, and our purpose is to educate students as well as adults in the prevention of impaired driving, both under the influence of alcohol and other drugs, and also to encourage primarily young people to not binge drink, because binge drinking oftentimes leads to not only drunk driving crashes, but 2,000 times a year it kills young people in our country. We also have our pedal car, which is a fixed piece of equipment that has 4 wheels on it. They wear impairment goggles, walk to the car, try to go through a series of traffic cones. You'll generally see them make wide turns, they'll hit a cone, they ultimately will knock cones down. We reinforce with that tool that if you hit a cone, that's the same as hitting a person, injuring them by taking a leg off or an arm off or causing serious traumatic body injury to their brain. And we also say if you hit a cone and flatten it, knock it over, that's the same as hitting a person with your car and killing them. We were able to bring our DWI prevention simulator. It's a high-tech gaming system that has a pedal set, a steering wheel, a big screen TV, and it's operated by a laptop computer. It generates a game called Need for Speed Undercover that has been changed or tweaked, if you will, by a police officer who built this piece of electronic equipment for us. The students wear impaired driving goggles, walk to the car, get in, buckle their seatbelt always, and then they try to attempt to drive just a course wherever they want to go. The ultimate destination, it just depends on their choice. The outcome will be they will either get busted or they will evade. To have Officer Stacie Brown, a personal friend of mine from my work with MAD, here today, and what she's doing is using our goggles, our impaired driving goggles, to demonstrate to students the effects of a standardized field sobriety test, or an SFST. The students put the goggles on, they try to walk a straight line, and generally they're not very good at it. They wobble a lot, they step off the line, they exhibit clues that Officer Brown or other officers would be looking for in impaired drivers.
But when you get in a car, who else does it affect? And not just the lives in the car, but who else? Everyone else on the roadway. And it's not just about you. If you're gone, who else is affected if you're gone? Your mom, your dad, your family, your friends, right? I actually used to be a teacher. I was the head cross-country and track coach over at Sam Houston High School. But I lost my sister because my sister chose to drink and drive. And that's what caused me to change and become a police officer, because I want to prevent the loss of your life. I want to prevent your families from going through what I've had to experience in that loss, because it still to this day affects me. And it's been almost 20 years ago. This December will be 20 years. And I still miss her as much today as the day I lost her. That never changes. In 2011, we had 2 really, really bad crashes. One, we lost 3 out of 4 teenagers in one crash. And then the second one, just a month later, there were 5 young adults in the car, and we lost 4 out of the 5. One of those, the second one, was actually off Green Oaks in South Arlington. and they were traveling about 70 miles per hour, give or take, on Green Oaks, and left the roadway, hit the tree, and split the car into two pieces. The driver and front passenger were twin brothers, and they were killed in that crash, along with the young lady in the back middle and one of the other individuals in the back. Only one survivor. So, you know, it's tragic to lose one young adult or teenager. It's hard enough to lose one, but to lose 7 total in just 1 month was a devastating year. And DWIs, they're 100% preventable. All you have to do is make the right decisions and better choices.